Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today, we're recapping Elvis, directed by Baz Luhrmann. Raised in poverty in Tupelo, Mississippi, young Elvis Presley grows up under the care of his loving but overprotective mother, Gladys Presley, and his father, Vernon Presley. From an early age, Elvis feels like an outsider. His blonde hair, shy demeanor, and fascination with comic book heroes make him a target for ridicule. Yet, he finds refuge in two powerful influences: the gospel music sung in local black churches and the electrifying blues of Beale Street's musicians. These experiences ignite a passion for music that transcends the racial divisions of the segregated South. Meanwhile, Colonel Tom Parker, played by Tom Hanks, a cunning and self-serving carnival promoter, ekes out a living managing country star Hank Snow, played by David Wenham. Parker is always on the lookout for the next big act that can capture mainstream America. When he hears the song "That's All Right" on the radio, he assumes the singer is black. Upon learning that the performer is a young white man with a soulful voice and unique style, Parker sees an opportunity to bridge racial markets and profit enormously. Parker attends one of Elvis's early performances at the Louisiana Hayride. The moment Elvis, played by Austin Butler, steps on stage, his pink suit flashing, his hips gyrating in a way no one has dared before, the crowd, especially the women, erupts into near-hysterical excitement. Parker instantly recognizes the commercial gold in Elvis's raw magnetism and charisma. He persuades Elvis and his family to let him take over management, promising to make him a national sensation. Under Parker's direction, Elvis transitions from Sun Records to RCA Records. Parker also installs Vernon as the official business manager of Elvis Presley Enterprises, effectively tying the family's financial future to his control. Almost overnight, Elvis catapults from a poor Southern boy to one of the most famous entertainers in America. But his rapid rise provokes backlash. Many in the conservative South, led by figures like Mississippi Senator James Eastland, played by Nicholas Bell, see Elvis's hip-shaking style as immoral and dangerous, claiming it promotes racial integration and sexual corruption. Eastland pressures Parker to rein in Elvis's image. When Elvis defies warnings and performs provocatively at a concert, authorities threaten criminal charges. Parker cleverly negotiates a compromise. Instead of prison, Elvis will serve in the U.S. Army, allowing his controversial image to cool off while maintaining his patriotic appeal. While stationed in West Germany, Elvis is devastated by the sudden death of Gladys, who had fallen into heavy drinking during his absence. Her death leaves him emotionally unmoored. During this time, he meets Priscilla Beaulieu, played by Olivia DeJonge, a poised 14-year-old living on the base as the stepdaughter of an Air Force officer. Though the relationship starts as friendship, it lays the foundation for their future romance. After his military service, Elvis transitions into a movie career. The films are commercially successful but artistically hollow, and over time, he feels increasingly trapped in formulaic projects that lack musical depth. Eventually, he and Priscilla marry, and their daughter Lisa Marie Presley is born, but domestic happiness is fleeting. By the late 1960s, America has changed dramatically. The assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Robert F. Kennedy shake Elvis to his core. He longs to use his platform to say something meaningful, but Parker insists he remain a family-friendly entertainer. This tension comes to a head during the 1968 television Christmas special. Parker expects a lighthearted holiday variety show, but with the help of director Steve Binder, Elvis turns it into a career-redefining event, performing stripped-down, emotionally charged renditions of his classics and debuting "If I Can Dream," a politically resonant anthem inspired by the era's turbulence. The special is a triumph, but it deepens the rift between Elvis's artistic ambitions and Parker's commercial calculations. In the 1970s, Elvis begins a record-breaking residency at the International Hotel in Las Vegas. The shows are dazzling, but Parker refuses to book the world tour Elvis desperately wants. When Parker's hidden gambling debts mount, he manipulates Elvis into signing a long-term Las Vegas residency contract, securing steady income to cover his own losses. The relentless schedule and lack of creative freedom push Elvis into heavy reliance on prescription drugs. His marriage to Priscilla crumbles, and she leaves him in 1973, taking Lisa Marie. In time, Elvis learns that Parker is unable to travel internationally because he is a stateless illegal immigrant from the Netherlands. When Elvis tries to fire him, Parker retaliates by revealing that Elvis owes him over $8.5 million, a mix of actual debt and fabricated charges dating back decades. Parker convinces Vernon and, eventually, Elvis himself that they are bound together in a mutually beneficial relationship, even as their trust disintegrates. By 1977, years of overwork, loneliness, and substance abuse have ravaged Elvis's health. In one of his final performances, June 21st, Rapid City, South Dakota, he sits at the piano, bloated and frail, yet still delivers a powerful rendition of Unchained Melody to roaring applause. Less than 2 months later, on August 16, 1977, Elvis dies at Graceland. Parker, narrating in the aftermath, claims Elvis' downfall was not caused by drugs or a heart attack, but by his consuming love for his fans. The truth of Parker's exploitation emerges in the 1980s through lawsuits, forcing him to cut ties with the Presley estate and live out his final years in poverty. He dies in 1997 from heart failure. Elvis's legacy, however, only grows. Decades later, he remains the best-selling solo artist of all time, adored across generations, a testament to the enduring power of his voice, his style, and his cultural impact. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.